Hey everyone, welcome to Open Chat. And yes, we are starting with me on my lonesome. Hello HP, nice to see you. So, as we always do at the start before everybody trickles in, time to bitch about call center life. So, folks, as you know, I'm under one of those other progressive plans again. Freaking kill me. So far, I'm hitting my numbers. But have y'all ever had that passive aggressive boss? You know, the one who said, like, you're okay, but I need to remind you what will happen. And like, no, dude, I'm autistic. I already have the idea that if I don't hit my numbers, what's going to happen. It reverberates in my brain. This is why I freak out and self-sabotage. That isn't helping me. So, yeah. Freaking kill me. I'm sorry, HP. I had that happen not too long ago. I don't know if you saw the stream where I kind of looked like a chipmunk, but yeah, I had 3 of them done. Oh, good Lord. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Seaman Shoes, good to see you. Oh, another part of call center life that can be fun, ladies and gentlemen. When you get a whole bunch of callers, it's a sale that they never told you was going to happen. And you get back-to-back calls of people who can't use their store credit cards. Nobody knows why. And then you have a bunch of angry callers calling you when you didn't even know there was a problem. And yeah, that's fun. That's real fucking fun. Real cute, right? Real freaking cute. But hello, Merrick. Good to see you. I get you, HP. I'm sorry, hon. I'm sorry that happened. Yeah. I did one as an emergency, and then I had to have the rest of them removed. And that was fun, being a chipmunk for a solid month. Living on freaking protein shakes. I don't recommend it. Don't recommend it. And I think I said hi to Jenny. Did I say hi to Jenny? Trying to find you. There you are. Hi, Jenny. Good to see you. Oh, good Lord. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Like, but it was kind of what I was expecting, though. That wasn't even a Hail Mary. I don't even know what the hell that was. But yes, I'm going to insult the judge and jury that I want them to say all this stuff. These people she has to smooze and get to try and get her appeal. And she's going to actually just spend the entire time just like, no, but nobody noticed, and they were an imposter. Fucking really. Anybody else expect that to go well? Just saying. That was ridiculous. Oh, but she's smart, Tiff. She's so smart. I'm going to say this one time. I know I've kind of alluded to it, but I'm just going to be now as blunt as possible. If that is what's supposed to be genius IQ, what the fuck does that say about the rest of humanity? If that is our pillar of intelligence is AH, I despair for us all. We're going to self-implode if that is our highest aspect of intelligence to aspire to. God. Dear God. Yeah, and I love that I saw that. It turns out the juror was legit. So not only was it dismissed, the judge came packing receipts. So she not only lost, but she lost with egg on her face. It was glorious. God, that felt nice. It was good to see her get some of her own back, if you know what I mean. And yet the media is still kissing her ass. Does anybody else think this is a really weird fucking hill that the media has decided to die on? And they are. I mean, look at them. This documentary come out wants to portray us as crazy. Like, really? This is the hill you're gonna die on. This woman right here, this abuser, this liar, and a bad one at that, this is the hill you're gonna die on. This is what you choose. I mean, okay. If you have to choose that hill to die on, okay, but damn. Wow. Whew. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that. Yeah, we're all this, like, between the heat wave and the inflation, all the craziness. Whew. We're not quite fucked yet, but we're getting there. Yeah, I saw that. We actually showed that on here, I believe. I don't plan to. I really don't care about anything NBC does since how they fucking covered Judge Rotenberg Center. I really don't give a shit what they do. I'm not watching. Every time I see a news media who actually does report on it live and say, but they're so difficult to control, yeah, fuck you. Fuck you not watching. The only reason why I knew there was a documentary out is because of Twitter, because I refuse to watch NBC News. I refuse to watch most news these days just because of that one case. This whole thing with AH, it just made that prejudice I already had against mainstream media that much worse. Yeah, well, they can come by here and try to debate my ass anytime. Anytime. I will freaking debate them underneath the table. Ooh, we got New Manson news, is it? Okay. You totally can. Let me grab you the link. Please do, because that's another level of stupidity. Of all the hills to die on. I sent the link in the chat, Jenny, if you want to jump on. Ugh. I can't stand these people, folks. I haven't been able to stand them for a long time, and over the years, since 2012 on, but it was already bad in the 90s, and then it's proceedingly got worse and worse and worse, and now they want to die on the hill of AH. Right? Talk about laughs and just like everything they've ever depicted about any of us. Oh, but we have to feel sorry for the mother. They're difficult children while the freaking 5-year-old is dead in the ground because of that mother. Don't get me fucking started on those bastards. Sorry. Cool, Jen. Very cool. They really do. That's their hill. That's their hill. I mean, I know I shouldn't expect better out of people who show more sympathy for mothers who murder their autistic children than the poor child who has been murdered. You know that meme that says the bar was low, but oh, my God? Like, I already had low hopes for you people. And this just tells me the media loves abusers. They don't give a shit about the abused. This is just point and evidence for what I already have. I have not yet, HP. I've been digging into what's been going on at the Agape boarding school ever since I found out about that. And of course, I'm still covering JRC. Ah, okay. I think because it sounded familiar. Yeah. Between JRC and Agape boarding school, it's a wonder that I haven't just and then the stress for my job, it's a wonder that I haven't grabbed my nearest weapon and started running down the street waving it around like a maniac and just screaming obscenities as I just go down the way. I don't know, maybe it's the meditation I do in the morning that keeps me zen. Yeah, I know. Fucking young kids. Well, I won't rest until every single child is out of there and that building's burnt to the ground. Closed, abandoned. Maybe it's just my personal preference that the building be killed with fire. I did say the building. Mark me, YouTube. I said building. And I'm recording this too. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Folks, Jennifer Masumba has a book out, by the way. Onnit has referred to it on this channel called Through the Leaves. Just want to take a moment to kind of give her a little promotion there. Jennifer Masumba was one of the people that was tortured at the Judge Rotenberg Center. And she's recently written a book, not just about her experience there, but kind of her life overall. So I highly recommend it. Please go buy it. Oh my God. I hope to God somebody gets Jackie the hell out of there. I really do. That's what they do out here, Merrick. I get the reports every single day. Another one gone. Breaks my fucking heart. Freaking kills me. Every time I see it, it kills me. I think a little piece of me goes with them every time. And then we were hearing about the Agape boarding school. And I don't know if you were here while I was reading the article during last stream, but that's a place out by me. And I don't care to name and shame them. Let them come for me. I'll sit here waiting. So Agape boarding school is out in Stockton, Missouri, folks. It's about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes away from me. They take in students from all over the country, and they are a Baptist-themed boys boarding school for troubled teens. This school has 19 lawsuits against them currently, where they have been accused of abuse, sexual abuse, torture, and starvation. To say I am pissed doesn't even begin to cover it. The fact that I've touted my state before is somehow weirdly above and beyond places like Massachusetts, and finding out what they're doing not that far from me. And Stockton has a lake that I've gone to since I was a little kid. I know that area. And yeah. And it's a Baptist. Yes, it's Baptist scene. So instead of the JRC, who use their sick utopian bullshit, Agape uses the fact, but we're Baptist, so you can't see a separation of church and state. How about your rights end where you start destroying their human and civil rights? So when they talk about troubled teens, we're talking about people obviously with mental health issues. We're talking boys with mental health issues, perhaps some anger management issues. I'm thinking probably some of them might have ODD, which is, oh God, I forget the abbreviation, but you got people with mental health issues. You got boys with autism, as well as some other neurodiversities, I'm more than sure. And they use fucking religion and they use their bullshit to hurt these boys. Hello, Jenny. Good to see you,
Hey.
huh?
Hi, good to see you too. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you. Everybody in the chat, can you hear Jen?
I'm on my phone, so just bear with me, guys.
It's fine. Yeah, Agape boarding school. Paris Hilton actually helped the victims. One of them reached out to her of Agape boarding school, and she's been speaking out about that place, which is awesome. I wish if we could get that kind of level of celebrity to help us against the JRC too, would be fabulous. And all these schools.
HP, what Dr. Phil did was horrible.
Don't send kids to camps. Get them fucking help.
Yeah.
It's real simple.
And then there's those camps where they kidnap you at night. Like, holy crap. What is the U.S. doing? I need some answers on that one.
I don't know, but the more I dig into this shit, and I'm one of the few YouTubers that actually covers this shit. Apparently, this is my thing, Jenny. This is what I go after.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with Agape, I have more pull. This is my local area. I've been working with the groups out here for years. There's a lot more favors I can call in than I can with JRC, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been, behind the scenes work. But go ahead, Jen.
But the question is, will they listen when you start asking?
Start pulling favors.
Yeah. Because holy crap. From what I've seen,
Well, you got a point considering we have somebody as high profile as fucking Paris Hilton calling you out at nothing.
Yeah, and what else? There's also the fact that abortions are getting banned.
Yeah, don't get me started on my bitch rant on that, because you know how many people have been saying online, but just move to another state. Ever hear of
That's
the
not possible.
working poor jackass? I can't afford to move to another apartment or another town, for God's sake. Move out of state? With what money?
Yeah, good
Oh
on that
my God.
one, motherfuckers.
Now, I want to ask them, who's going to pay for it, jackass? You?
And then
Because they
you
want
get
me
this,
to.
yeah.
Though I'm right alongside you, HP. These people seem to forget, these high and mighty people who sit in their white picket fence homes with their at least triple digits freaking thousands of dollars they bring in every year, that people like me and you exist.
Yeah.
And especially women and guys with disabilities have the highest numbers, bar none, of sexual violence being committed against us. That's just a fact. You can look those numbers up if you don't believe me. So, if we are disabled, and a lot of us are living on fixed incomes, not all of us can work.
Which was my point the
So,
last time I came on here about Canada, but well,
all over the world, people like us can barely afford to live.
yeah.
And then, but you gotta carry this baby to term, and nothing's in place, is there, to pay for these kids?
Okay, so my argument is, what about the mother's health? What if the kid that's in her is making her sicker? Have they thought about that? No.
Are people who are sexually assaulted as kids?
Yeah. I just read on the,
Go ahead.
I just read on the news that some 10-year-old got pregnant and had to go to a different state to get an abortion. A 10-year-old, people.
You and a lot of my friends, HP, like Imani. And yes, exactly. Women who can't carry a fetus to term. And people who have been sexually assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but that's an hypothetical. It's not a hypothetical. We have real numbers.
It fucking happens.
And it's not rare.
No.
You want to, people like how Me Too took off and got big is because, ladies and gentlemen, it's not rare.
It fucking happens. But people want to call us crazy.
Oh my fucking God.
What?
They threatened the guy who did the abortion for the little girl.
Oh my God.
Threatened the life. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Are they so bored? Like, they could be spending their time and their way more money than we'll ever see in a lifetime, bucks, towards solving real problems like, I don't know, our inflation crisis going on right now. Real problems.
Homeless problems. Like, where people are homeless, they could fix that. Oh, no, they don't want to fix that at all either. They just want them to be homeless, and everyone thinks that they're drug addicts.
Or little kids who are out there on the streets right now. Real life kids, babies, just like the ones you all want to save. What about them and their lives?
Oh no, they just want them to be in foster care where people can adopt them and possibly abuse them.
Yeah, foster care system is fucked.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget the foster care checks.
Yeah, have fun with that. Fuck me. So
Like,
we're just gonna let the Supreme Court hold an entire country fucking hostage.
that's basically what they're doing.
And we might come for birth control too. So, are y'all Catholic? Since when did evangelicals give a shit about birth care? Because I used to be one of y'all once upon a time, and that's brand new news to me. Like, what the hell happened? We used to have at least a smidgen of common sense.
Oh, that left the building a long time ago.
But I was on birth control a long time ago, and it wasn't because I was active.
Mm-hmm.
It was to help with a particular problem due to the abuse I went through as a child.
Fair.
And assist with I would have severe, way more severe than I should be having, cramps during my time and lose way too much blood.
Oh, crap.
Way too much.
No good.
Like, randomly passing out at my desk at school too much.
Oh, shit.
So I was put on birth control, a particular kind,
Yeah.
to help, basically to slow it down and regulate my system.
Fair.
What about the girls who are on birth control for that?
Oh, they're not allowed to be on that anymore.
But then you won't be open to babies, so you want your little girl screaming there in agony. Basically become anemic during that time.
Yep.
Just to soothe your bruised conscience.
Yep.
This is my proof, folks. Courts, and I've said it with the JRC, but I'm going to say it again for the idiots in the back. Courts have no fucking business deciding medical treatment.
Get out of our uteruses.
And while you're at it, get out of our fucking treatments for our disabilities while you're at it. Just get out of it completely.
Just get out of our bodies. Thank you very much.
And for the people like, but then your state government's rules. I live in the Bible Belt, jackass.
Yep.
And I know you talk to more than just me in the Bible Belt. We're fucked.
Yeah. I've seen some fucky things from people from the Bible Belt. Don't get me started on Dravi fuckface, I'm calling him, because I hate him. If you know the band Blood on Death, you know who I'm talking about, and you know what he did.
What the Supreme Court did was decide for me that my state decides what happens in my womb. That's basically what it did, because the moment it was overturned, literally the moment it was signed over here in Missouri, that all forms of abortion, including incest, have been banned.
That's ridiculous.
God, my mom, about 15 fucking cows.
Oh, when I heard that, I was ready to flip a truck over.
Because she's worked in healthcare in Missouri, as you all know, for like longer than most of these little bitch girl AH stands have been alive.
And these turds that are having Rachel Wood stands, like, holy crap.
I believe even some on Johnny's side, but all the people, he could have like a bunch of bitches that line the world 3 times accuse him. As far as for all I give a shit. Accusations are not proof.
No. And if it's true about what they did with the email, that's criminal, and they can go to jail for it. Child porno.
Oh yeah.
Porno. Go to jail for that. If that email is correct.
Oh my God, yes.
God.
Of all. That's what I mean, though. We've got Roe versus Wade overturned. Women in the Bible Belt are regulated once again to even less second-class citizens than what the fuck we already were.
HP, I know about Onision. I refuse to talk about him because he is horrible. But Davi Vanity is Satan.
And speaking of, kind of on a lighter subject, but just something I want to bitch on again.
Yep.
Can we please stop every time Johnny takes a picture or is seen with a halfway attractive woman to assume that he's with her?
Yeah, I know. That's getting ridiculous. That people are assuming that he's with all these women. Now people are assuming that he's with some redhead.
I saw that! But Cozy, like, do you have any idea how many women that man has working for him?
Do you know how many people he will kiss on the cheek? Come on. Because these fans will go, hey, can I have a kiss on the cheek? And he'll be like, yes. Because he's not going to be rude.
For fuck's sake. If what the media wanted us to believe were true, then he would be getting more tail than the Fonz.
Right? He's getting laid left, right, and center. You do you, boo, but...
As an autistic, and I'm sure you can get this, Aspie Chan, what I feel is this deep sympathy and irritation on his behalf.
Yeah.
Putting myself in his shoes. If someone were up in my business like that constantly. Oh, Tiffany's fucking this guy. Tiffany's going with that guy. Oh my God, what if she's with this guy?
Oh, people were doing that to me in high school with every girl I was with. They were like, oh, is she this? No.
Fucking hell. We tend to be, in our private lives, extremely private. We keep to ourselves. Very much so. We do not like people trying it.
Yeah. Just because I won't tell you who I'm with doesn't mean I'm doing every single girl you see me with.
And what do we know about Johnny's life before all this shit? Extremely private. We didn't know shit, and rightfully so.
Yeah, we knew, like, maybe his name and his kid's name, and the fact that Marilyn Manson is Lily Rose's godfather. That's all we knew, and that's all we did need to know.
I don't need to know about Manson's personal life either.
No. And we also knew that Johnny and him used to joke that they were married to each other. So, you know, not neither here or there.
No, seriously. What amused me about the whole Camille thing, and I saw the media finally give up, was that photo when they got the video of her and her boyfriend at the Stones concert.
Yeah.
And then they got that picture where he and her were hanging out with Johnny.
Yeah.
And then you notice not soon after that, oh, he's spotted with a redhead.
Oh, he's spotted with a blonde. He must be dating her.
Dear God, with all the fake fiancés and so-called girlfriends he's had, apparently. God.
Yeah. What is this person on? About?
Okay, so you can get the fuck off my channel.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. Well, I must be pissing somebody off. I'm doing my job. Fuck you people. We like logic on this channel. And we defend our own. And speaking of Manson, you had some things to say.
Yes. So, it looks like the court case that he has going is getting pushed forward, thankfully. So hopefully this thing gets sorted out quickly. Because if I hear one more mofo say Manson is guilty, I will shove a boot so far up your ass that you're choking on it.
Don't get me started.
Oh
God,
yeah.
I'm still pissed at the Christians that held up my entire fucking town when he came to play once in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Once. He wasn't even doing anything. These are the same people who come dressed up as like all kinds of slutty things every single pub crawl. I know. I used to almost basically live downtown. I would see them walk in their costumes. And the same fuckers were lining down the street protesting Manson. Fucking hypocrites.
Oh, those fuckers. Okay. You want to hear something funny, Tiff?
Go for it.
So, this school I went to, the first high school I went to, was a rival with a different school, which was a Catholic school. So you had to wear uniforms. Those fuckers decided to come to my school, start a fight, and stab one of the guys that goes to my school in the street. But yet, no, the people in public schools are bad. You're the one that did the stabbing.
Yeah, I think people need to learn to leave you alone, Aspie-chan. I really do. I mean, why would they burn your Manson poster in the first place? And if you want to piss an autistic off, or even someone like Jenny with ADD or ADHD, whatever the diagnosis is, if you're neurodiverse and somebody messes with your shit, let's just say
causing fire.
Most of us aren't quite as chill as Johnny, I'm afraid to say. We got tempers.
Yeah. We will blow shit up.
Like you fuck with my shit and I will find you.
You fuck with my shit? You better run to the moon because you're dead.
I mean, we all see how I go after these schools, even the ones closest to me. I don't give a shit. None. No fucks are given.
If you've seen how much I fight for people,
oh yeah.
I mean, you'll see how much of a
we fight for our own. Yeah. That's why I came out swinging for Johnny, because he's one of us.
Yes, he is.
And not to be mean to neurotypicals, but nobody defends one of us like we do.
Yeah.
Because we don't care. We'll get down and dirty and we will get vicious.
Yep.
I mean, I tried to keep my cool, but on several occasions when the stupid would occur,
Oh, guess what, Tiff?
Hmm.
Jamie Spears has to sit for a deposition.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes. That's what I want to hear.
The court said, no, you motherfucker have to sit for it.
And I'm sorry, but cement shoes, to me, you just won the internet tonight. I have arthritis, but if you touch my stuff, you might see God. Do you believe in God? Would you like to meet him immediately?
Oh, you believe in the devil? You'll see him too.
Oh, this reminds me, Aspie Chan. I have a friend. She has gigantism. Her name's Dava. And she saw something similar, but she doesn't realize her own strength. So when she grabbed the man's arm to stop them from hitting their kid and their wife in front of her, she accidentally managed to break the guy's arm. I call that karma.
Tiffany, I'll be back. I'm just going to switch to my computer, okay?
Okay. But yeah, I get you. I don't like seeing that shit. I don't like hearing it. And I don't mind causing a damn scene, so I feel you there. I definitely feel you there. But yeah. Pretty much. It's one of those things that I have been through way too much shit, Merrick. Way too much shit for way too many years. Nice to see you again, Miss Jen.
I see it too.
My cat is hiding. Brahma is hiding everyone from the cruel, cruel world. He has a paw over his face.
Oh boy.
Look up Law and Lumbers. You're not Amber Heard. God, I would fucking hope not. I may not have Hollywood makeup artists every day or physical trainers. I physically train myself, thank you. I know you do too, Jen.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure I really would. So guys, I don't know how many of you have actually seen it, but there's a petition to replace Amber Heard as Mira with Danny DeVito, and I highly approve.
I mean, sure.
I mean,
anyone is better than her.
For one thing, he's actually a very underrated actor. Very underrated. If you saw him in The Penguin back in the 90s Batmans that were coming out, Batman Returns, he was phenomenal in that. It was the first time I had ever seen him in anything that other than a comedy. And he was fantastic. And on the other hand, at this point, I would almost rather see Gary Busey as Mira.
Yep.
I would.
Oh. Yeah, go on. I'll pull this up in a second.
Okay, if any of you know who Gary Busey is, I would rather see that crazy bastard as Mira.
Okay, so Jamie Spears has been going around saying that he had no contact with Lou Taylor and didn't order the bugging of Britney's room. Well, we got emails proving that's bullshit.
Nice. And I want to take a moment to give props to Paris Hilton. This is an individual I didn't like much growing up. Because mainly how the media portrayed her, I think. But since she's come out and she started speaking against these schools and she's been defending Britney with every ounce of her being, just props. Fucking props.
Yep.
Okay, let's see the new fuckery.
So there's Lou Taylor. There's Jamie Spears.
I can barely see it. Sorry, kitty.
How's this?
There we go. Get him, Britty. Sick him.
Here's another one.
Get those bastards. Freaking God, I can't wait until that bastard gets his comeuppance.
And here's another one.
Look at that. An agreement. They're turning on each other. You'd love to see it. Take them all down.
Yeah. And guys, I will follow Johnny DeManson, the Britney Spears case, till the end. And I know Johnny's case technically ended, but there's still more. We know it.
Oh, God. The day she gets the fuck off my TL.
Right.
All I care to do is fight schools like Agape and JRC and all the evil bastards like them. And to cool off, come home and hopefully maybe watch a new documentary Johnny put out. Not have to, be able to enjoy his work and not have to deal with her bullshit.
Oh, there's gonna be more bullshit.
Oh, I know it. That girl, fuck me. And media is just gonna pick her as their hill to die on. Like, what? It's almost like kamikaze shit. Like, you've lost us.
Yeah.
We've lost us. The general public gets our news from other news sources these days. We have our own networks at this point. We just do. Well, we thought that they were milking her all along.
Well, they're not milking her. They're milking her insurance. And her insurance wants to ditch her. And her insurance policies, she got back out in 2018 after she wrote the op-ed.
And now she wants to write a book.
Yeah.
But Tiffany, you like books? I like J.R.R. Tolkien. I like Anne Rice. I like real writers.
I like musician books.
I know you do.
Like biography, I'm actually reading one about the lead singer of Judas Priest right now, actually. It's really cool.
Nice. One of these days, I'm going to read the book It Shined by the Ozark Mountain Daredevils that I got a signed copy of. One of these days. If I can ever get a break or a vacation. Sleep. Kitten's like, I sleep for mommy. I has to. She doesn't get any. So I must sleep for the mommy.
Yeah. I also read true crime stuff too, so there's that.
And then let's see here. I've got over here Josephus. I've got Anne Rice. I've got Tolkien. I've got God, so many. And the only reason why there's one James Patterson book in there is because for some reason my mom put it in there with my books.
Probably trying to be funny.
Probably. Like, Mom, I don't read this shit. I read the Bhagavad Gita, for God's sake. I do read books from Catholic saints just because I read everything on various religions. I mean, always been extremely curious.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really help myself.
I like to know what legal system screwed up where.
Oh my God.
So I read.
And state legal systems. All these cases, all of them, from Brittany to Manson to Johnny to the JRC to Agape.
To also hang on, Stephen Avery, because they've messed up that one too.
What the fuck is going on with these states?
I don't know.
Like, I thought they were bad when I was, kind of helping them straighten their shit out in the mid-early 2000s. Then they went from starting to get better to free fall.
Yep.
Oh, I love Norse culture, Norse mythology, excuse me. Celtic, Roman, Greek, Egyptian. I'm a nerd. But yeah, I don't want to read anything from that idiot. I don't even want to imagine to run on sentences. Like my poor grandma Daniels would probably be spinning in her grave at freaking 100,000 miles per hour. Nice. I live out here, American, trying to get my hands on shit like that. Like for my book on the Crusades, to get it, oh God, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Fun to get a book through customs about the Crusades and have people freak out. That was entertaining. That's a good one. I also like Tacitus' History of Rome. But yeah, back onto the topic where we got off on books, just because we were all trying to brain bleach ourselves out of the fact that she's going to write one.
It's still too funny because, what is it going to be about? All of her fucking lies. I got lies about this person. Oh, and I got lies about myself too.
Listen to this woman talk. What in the name of God makes her think I want to see anything that she writes? I can't stand hearing her talk this shit through. Seeing her write it, the run-on sentences alone would make me want to ram my head into a wall.
Tiffany, I'm convinced. She has crayons for brains.
I'm telling you. She had a hamster in her head running in the wheel, and the poor hamster is dead.
It's just little hamster pellets in there now.
That poor hamster is a corpse now. And we're pretty sure it died by the time she turned 14. And yes, I used it. I used that age because that was one of her claims against Johnny, that he said he should have like kidnapped her when she was 14. Fuck's sake.
Oh.
No, he didn't.
No.
It's one of those weird things that was so bizarre and out of character for him that it stuck in my brain.
Right.
How does anyone get anything published? Have you seen, like, some of these journalists and the articles they're putting out in her favor are some of the dumbest fucks I have ever seen before. These people shouldn't have been able to actually pass a high school English class.
Right.
They don't even know. They don't even spell check. For the love of God, they don't even have to know how to spell now. Just how to run spell check. Their grammar is horrendous.
Yep.
Their run-on sentences don't even make coherent sense. Yet these people control the narrative. At least they did. It's bizarre. Ugh.
Questionable behaviors.
But they're awake though, Tiffany, and you're asleep. I'm like, nah.
No.
If you follow the media blindly, you're asleep.
Yes.
All right, HP, I appreciate you bringing up that video. We'll go ahead probably when I have time to watch it once I detox. But yeah, fucking book. That would be like Matthew Israel writing a fucking book. There is only one response to people like them, those fucking narc pieces of shit. And the lies they use to torture and abuse innocent people. There's only one response to books like that.
Mm-hmm.
Kill it with fire.
Yes.
I'm just saying, kill it with fire. I'd like to see Johnny come out with a book. I'd like to see Brittany come out with a book especially.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see Manson, once all of this is over, maybe come out with a new book. I'd read that shit.
Right.
But her... And you know there's going to be some people, possibly some YouTubers, who just want to read it to counteract it. And I understand that, okay. I can only handle so much stupid. I can only handle so much goddamn stupid. I have to read the apologist insanity word salad that the JRC put out to defend themselves against New York's accusations that makes Elaine's word salad almost look Shakespearean in comparison.
Oh, that's saying something.
Like, right? You know it's bad. You know it's bad.
When?
When you look at Elaine, like, if you look at the JRC lawyers and their bullshit and their apologies, and you look at Elaine, you know, actually, she might not be that bad. Stupid, as I like to call it, is real. It is mind-numbing. And it surrounds us all.
Mm-hmm.
But... see, this is why I love nights like this, and I love the days where I'm mostly around us, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Our side of Twitter, our side of YouTube.
Yeah.
I have never seen you put a tweet out once speculating who's Johnny dating this week.
No, I would never.
Because, like me, we don't care.
We don't give a fuck.
If you were to put out a documentary on a new subject tomorrow, I could see you DMing me and tweeting about it.
Yeah, I would be all over that crap.
Right? We all would. He's got a gift. He's great at documentaries.
Yeah.
And I may have spammed that NBC post with like, I think I'm going to watch a real documentary. Maybe you heard of it. It's called Crock of Gold.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I just haven't seen it.
No, I used it as a spam on the NBC documentary.
Yeah.
On their
Okay.
tweet. Like, I don't think I'll watch your lies, but I will watch.
This.
And when you do get a chance, you're going to love it. It's awesome.
All right. I'll try to find it, hopefully.
I found it on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Hi again, HP. It's cool. No, I'm going to see that movie that he's working on now when it comes out, of course. And if I ever have money again that I can spend on other than groceries, I will get that album too. This is what happened when you're always broke, folks. But yeah, I'm really kind of more hoping for documentaries. Hi, Screams of Anubis.
Hi.
Okay. And what's going on with the Manson case? Because I only see so much.
So far, some of his accusers' things got dropped, so yay. It seems like the judge is really interested in hearing this case, so it's going to be pushed forward. So
Excellent. Yeah, no judge in their right mind is going to see a fake FBI letter and think, oh no, these girls are above board.
yeah, no.
And maybe this is just me speculating, but does anybody else think that Elma Gore and Evan Rachel Wood are going to turn on each other? Because I do.
Yeah.
I think when it gets towards the point where they feel like it's going to end like AH's trial did, they're going to turn on each other like rats.
Yep.
It's a going, Anubis. It's a going.
Yep.
But it was all garbage. They have been trying to cancel this boy for years. God.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
I know I've said it on this channel before, but I'm still pissed at those Christians who shut down downtown, so it took me forever to get home, so I ended up very angrily marching to an Irish pub and getting shit-faced.
Right?
While the concert was going on. See, I didn't even get to go through the crowds and go to the concert because my ass was broke and I had about $20 on me.
Oh gosh.
And a bus pass. And they were blocking all the downtown bus routes and the bus depot was downtown. Freaking blocking it. Protesting this thing, and I had just worked 13 hours during conference and I had been gone all week. I just wanted to go home to my damn cats.
Right?
Ugh. So on one hand, pissed at the Christians. On the other hand, thank you, indirectly Manson, because that was some awesome drinks. Once I had a couple shots and a couple drinks in me, it helps when you're friends with bartenders, folks.
Yeah.
Once that was all over with, I had calmed down until I finally was able to get out of there. But it's a fun bus ride home when you angry drink and then go back home.
Yeah.
I managed it, but barely. But But yeah, they've been doing it since then, God, since the 90s.
Mhm.
Like, I was in high school and middle school. Jesus. They couldn't do it with Columbine. They couldn't do it with all the school shootings. They couldn't say, but he's the spawn of Satan. Like, that feeds into the shtick, right? You're
Yeah.
actually getting more people interested.
Mhm.
Because a lot of his early supporters were Gen X. And
Yeah.
we were all, and still are, a bunch of disillusioned nihilist bastards and bitches.
Mm.
So, like, nihilistic music to a generation like mine, it just went together.
Mhm.
Plus, we always love a good show to distract us from the bullshit on the outside.
Yep.
And say what you want about him, he always gives a fucking good show. That's all I've heard from anybody that I've seen go to his concerts.
Mhm.
But now, oh my God, we can use these girls. Like, I've never seen the Christian right and left-wing feminism agree on anything before. It's creepy.
Right.
Disturbing. Ugh. Like, that alone should make you think.
Mhm.
Sure you can, Chairman. Here we go. No, I don't want to share screen.
Can I put my Instagram into the chat?
You certainly can.
I have a new one. So if you see the JG Music one, block it. My new one is JG Music _ now.
Okay, I can do that.
Just so everyone knows. If you
I
see
might-
JG Music _ it's me. I
And
promise.
on mine, my God, like, woo, you only post selfies and Silver Dollar City photos. That's my life, folks.
Yes.
It's Silver Dollar City, it's movies, and it's just me. I don't know how to use Instagram otherwise. Like, I feel for Johnny on that one. I get it. My mom knows more about freaking Instagram and Snapchat than I do. It's embarrassing.
Okay.
Hey, Chairman.
Hey.
Hey. Hey.
And I'm sorry, it passed my mind from doing all the ranting, folks. Miss Chloe is suffering over there in Britain from heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 100 degrees over there.
Yeah, it is over here too, but we're used to it.
Yeah.
This is our every single summer since like 1999.
Yes. 90 degrees here in Virginia.
Yeah, seeing it that hot on the East Coast is what's been making me bug out.
Yeah.
Because that's not normal on the East Coast at all. It's normal out here, but
There you go. Now it's in the chat. My Twitter. I mean my Instagram.
ladies and gentlemen, the Jenny's Instagram.
Don't
So, yeah.
have it.
If you see that one floating around or following you, it's me. I promise.
SBGN, don't feel bad. A lot of my stuff on Instagram that I receive back has to do with puppies and kittens. Come to think of it, I think that's most of my Facebook. Puppies, kittens, my family, and autism stuff. This, my dear Aspie Chan, it's called Enjoy. It's about the size of a lighter. Cost me $5, literally $5 to get. I get 2 cartridges for $10. Each cartridge lasts me about the same as at least 2 packs of cigarettes. I have saved a ridiculous amount of money since I switched over to it.
Yeah, cigarettes are not cheap.
Well, they're trying to do the same thing with vape juice now. I got to.
Oh, guys, you gotta see this.
Oh, what we got?
Hang on. What's your name?
Some days, Jen, you are better than CNN. Wait, everybody's better than CNN these days, now that I think about it. You know what I meant.
Yes. BWB.
Alright, folks, she's pulling some stuff up here.
Got it. Aha! Share screen. Twitter. Share. Ha!
Okay. Aww.
Jordan did a thing.
Pizza day.
Yeah.
I understand the need for pizza.
I'm craving pizza. I need some pizza in my life.
Well, that's what I did when he won, since I don't drink anymore. So instead of like going straight to alcohol and like killing my 3 years of sobriety, I just went and ordered Domino's.
Nice.
And I put a picture of it. You actually liked it, Jen.
Oh, yeah. My brain is slow.
We've slept since then. It's fine.
I'm trying.
It's okay. It's Monday.
It's been a long
Okay.
time.
HP is heading out. It was good to see you, HP. We will see you next Monday.
Good to see you, HP. See you around.
Unless, like, I win the lotto or something and I have magic money, as I like to call it. And as I always tell everyone, you'll know when I win, too, because other than my videos, you won't see my ass again. Well, you'll see me for these, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Someone posted something else. Let me see here.
You have an Instagram post from Japan or something. Cool.
Why isn't this not loading? Oh, Instagram. Check it. Oh, no. Nope. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. They weren't lying. Oh.
What's going on?
Johnny Depp has 26.9 million followers
Good for him.
on Instagram. Oh, this
Wow.
fuck. Oh, this fuck.
I thought it was 200 and something.
No, he didn't reach 200. He didn't even reach 100 million.
He'll get
26.9 million.
46.
26. 26.9.
6.9.
There's a term for that. It's called fuck the world money.
Right.
That's the kind of money that, like, I would do videos randomly from Japan or go back and see Scotland again. I dream about that. I really do. I miss Scotland. I miss the UK. I went there in the early 2000s where you could get a round trip ticket for $569.
Yeah. Oh,
Try
probably.
to-
Yeah.
I miss it.
Apparently, Black Belt Barrister is trying to reopen the UK case.
Yeah, I saw that. I knew about that.
Yeah. So we'll
Oh.
see if that actually happens. I doubt it.
Mm. Yeah, no, I don't have much hope for it. I would hope that they would want to rectify themselves after they look like fools.
They just want to look like fools. They don't want to fix anything.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised.
With how bought off they were? Oh, yeah. They don't want to fix anything.
No, they never do. Ugh. I mean, look how they're handling their prime minister. That's a freaking joke.
Mm-hmm.
God. Clinton was impeached for less. They weren't able to complete it, of course, but he was impeached for less than this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
What
what does somebody have to do in the UK for justice to prevail? Like, start streaking across one of their soccer, or as they call it out there, football games? Go streaking across the field, maybe?
Yep. You want to see what's trending in Canada? That hashtag.
Oh, is it that she's a psychopath?
Nope. This.
As a husband beater.
That's trending here in Canada.
Yeah. Nobody with half a brain cell stand with that woman. Oh, yes. Speaking of weird shit, the Ivana thing. Ivana Trump.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What did the Ivana know, though? They had been divorced for over 20 years. What could she have known about what he was currently up in? That's my question. I mean, those two had been divorced since like the mid-90s. I don't think she knew anything.
I mean, if Elaine Maxwell knew everything, you'd be surprised at who knew what was going on.
God.
And Elaine wasn't one of the smartest people in the tool shed.
I don't think anyone who marries Trump is that intelligent.
Ha!
There's not enough money in the world that could make me think that would be ever worth it. Sorry,
would
keep
rather
going.
do drugs again than be married to that fuck. I mean,
Like
what?
I always say about AH, I've been sober for 3 years, but if I had to deal with that shit, I would take the first bottle of vodka I could get my hands on and down it like a shot.
Same.
Like, you know what? Fuck it.
If I had to look at her face again, if I had to see her face in person, I would be like, all right, I'm going shopping for a vodka bottle. Fuck this.
Who knows? Maybe we might randomly have someone walk by, like Johnny or a sympathizer, just put a bottle of rum in our hands.
And he's like, what? And I'm like, what? And I'm like, and he's like, just do it. I'm like, okay. If I start up in rehab, we know why.
And knowing someone like that, he would just walk off nonchalant and back into the crowd like nothing had happened.
Yeah. And then you would see
You just look at the bottle and be like, look at having to deal with her and be like, fuck it.
Yeah. And then you're just like 3 weeks later, you see me doing a video. Yeah, I'm going to rehab, fucks. I did some things.
And oh my god, her stands are still doing the whole, you just a fan, you just want to fuck him. I'm like, and this is old. Do you all never get new material?
No, I'd rather do a girl. Thank you very much.
Like, not a hill troll like she's turned into?
Oh, no, not him. Not her. Ugh.
Or Eve Barlow. Oh my god.
Excuse me, what? Throw up?
She's the kind of person that reminds me of some of the autism moms I have dealt with in my life that were a particular special brand of stupid. Whereas instead of when seeing logic and being presented with facts, accepting the new information and going on from there, she's going to double down on stupid almost in a panic-driven level way.
I've done.
But it's not
Thank
true.
you, women.
It can't be true. You all just hate women. You're just all anti-Semitic. Like, first of all, chick, what the fuck does any of us being against that woman have to do with anti-Semitism?
Yeah.
I live out
okay.
here in Missouri, where one of the worst synagogue shootings have taken place in the mid-2000s, up in KC. One of the worst. And yeah, I was one of the people protesting against that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That is anti-Semitism. Me disagreeing with you because you believe a psycho is not anti-Semitism. There's a very big difference between the two.
And Eve tried to call DUI guy anti-Semitic, but he's Jewish as well.
As is Seth Rogen when she went after him.
I swear, she only has 2 brain cells and she's already killed one. And she only has half of one left.
Did she kill it, or did Amber kill it for her?
Well, if that bruise is, if we're saying that there's a bruise on her neck that one time, probably.
I hate to say it, but when she originally came out, she sounded somewhat like she had half a brain cell.
Yeah.
And she seemed like a semi-rational person who just didn't really have a good grasp of what was actually going on. But she slowly devolved and devolved and devolved and devolved to where she's unrecognizable. If you compare the posts from 2019 when Eve started to defending her from now, there is a massive disturbing difference.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she got smacked around a little too much.
It's devolved. It's gotten crazy. It's gotten worse. she doesn't sound like herself anymore. So I don't know, because I have people with mental health issues who don't need anybody to push. That can just suddenly happen.
I almost wonder if AH hacked into her Instagram and started using it. I mean, her Twitter and started using it herself.
Doesn't sound like her. You compare the tweets even.
I wonder if it's AH.
It does kind of sound like her.
Yeah. Because it
does-
does sound like her. It's that ego level.
I've met some egotistical people in my fucking time. Some real winners.
Oh boy.
But mother of God. The difference is, granted, they were politicians, but they knew when it was time to clean house.
They knew when to fix their shit.
If AH gave an actual shit about her real reputation, and she was as smart as she is purported to be, what she would have done after the trial was gone quiet for several real years, maybe do a film here and there, and then slowly brought herself into the light after all of this had faded from popular talking points. You know, do a reinvention, as it were. Many actors have done it.
Musicians have done it.
Yeah. It's a thing. But she didn't. She doubled down on stupid.
I mean, she is stupid, so.
But I'm the smartest person in the room. I know best. Like,
No, you don't.
Has your PR person contemplated throwing you out the window?
No.
If I were her PR person, I would.
I mean, honestly, I would throw her so far that she would just look like a flying little speck.
Be like the small PR company she eventually comes to. Would you? But she was an actress. No. But
Nope.
no. But you would get all this. No. Not worth it. I'd rather be shot.
Oh, guys, you want to watch this? Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me just.
Aw. Yukiki.
Oh my god. No. What the hell, Twitter?
It's Twitter.
Got it. Oh, where's that tweet? There it is. Rewind this. Mute this. Share screen. Okay. For someone who has PTSD and has rules for how to be touched, she doesn't flinch here, does she? Ready?
Yep, go for it.
See where his hand is?
Uh-huh. Have a good night, Merrick.
She doesn't flinch to being touched like that.
Sorry, my computer has not made that comment. Yes, there we go.
Bye, Merrick.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's of the myriad of ableist bullshit that woman and her fucking cronies have done.
Yeah. Claim that she has PTSD. Yeah, okay.
And then they came and say, but they call us retards and they use ableist slurs. I'm like, you mean like when you call Johnny a goblin? Or geriatric? When you call him all kinds of ableist slurs? It's a two-way street. Either ableism is bad for everyone, or you're a hypocrite, people.
Somebody is right. Oh my god. She basically lives in a movie world. She doesn't live in reality.
Ernie threw me on the table. I couldn't even act out the absurdity. Like, she wants to make us believe that this man can defy all laws of freaking gravity and science.
Physics, yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Oh my god, right? Right? What the fuck was that?
What?
When Johnny convinced the world he had scissors for fingers. Like, woman.
Oh my god.
That's what I was commenting on.
What the heck, yeah.
actual
That was the
fuck?
stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
She's like, that's not what it meant. No, I know what you meant by context, you stupid moron, but do you think before you spit words out? God damn. But she has over 200 IQ. Sure. Sure she does.
Sure, that's how that works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You ever notice when she's backed in a corner, she will say the weirdest shit?
Yeah.
My dog stepped on a bee. Or
Oh my god. What the?
I drink wine,
Why-
so I'm not an alcoholic. I'm still not over that one. Like, honey, this is coming from a recovering alcoholic of 3 years sober who started alcoholism on wine. It's alcohol. You're going to get shit-faced drunk if you're drinking 2 bottles of wine every night.
My alcoholism started on vodka, so I'm not even gonna.
I started on wine.
Oh,
I started with white shit.
I started on stuff heavier than that.
Yeah, well, I started on Arbor Mist. And then I progressively got into harder and harder and harder shit.
I started on Jaeger.
Oh, good God. Like, oh, God. I know about Jaeger bombs.
Mm-hmm. Jaeger. Then I went to moonshine. Then I went to moonshine.
Let's see here. I went from wines to harder actual wine, from stuff like Arbor Mist to actual wine. But then I went from there to Long Island iced teas. And the way I made them, there was like 2 shots of each kind of liquor.
Huh.
The way I made them.
Jeez.
So, yeah, my version of Long Island iced teas tasted great, but it was going to drop you to the floor no matter how hardened of an alcoholic you were. I have people who have vouched for me, who have drank far longer than I've been alive, that I've had try those.
I was drinking full bottles of vodka and full bottles of whiskey.
Yeah, I graduated from rum, then gin, then I went to vodka. And cheap vodka, too. Like the kind you can get by the gallon bottle, plastic bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was buying the expensive kind and downing it.
Oh.
Both.
Yeah, I was too broke. Got that broke vodka. That shit that looks like it should and smells like it should be put in a car.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, try Jaeger and vodka mixed.
Done it. I've done it.
Nope,
Yeah.
3 years sober. I'm gonna keep that sobriety because I have what they call the HH gene. So
Well,
when I drink and get drunk, I
you
start
drink.
to hallucinate my past, and that's a bad thing.
I
Mhm.
do that sober. I don't need to be doing that drunk.
And I go
Yeah.
into fight or flight response, which is really bad when you're an autistic and you have autistic adrenaline and autistic meltdown that kicks alongside with it.
Yeah, that's not good.
When you come out of a freaking almost a blackout, and when you're coming to and becoming like into yourself again and realize you have a roommate pinned with your dagger to their throat because you think that they're your psychotic stepbrother from back in the day, that's when you look at your bottom and be like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can say I did do it cold turkey.
I didn't do it cold turkey. I probably should have, but I didn't.
But I switched to that kava tea.
I did.
Like my really, really strong kava tea, you all see me drinking all day, every day. This is my substitute.
My substitute is coffee.
Coffee is my lifeblood and it runs in my veins.
Right? I keep on saying, someone just hook up a fucking coffee IV to me because...
Mainline that shit. Mainline it.
Yeah.
Directly into my veins.
Coffee veins.
I've got to put a pick line in me because my veins don't stick.
And I need my coffee as black and dreadful as probably my immortal soul.
I don't have a soul. I'm a redhead.
Because your jokes.
I won't count on that, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I went there.
It's good. We needed a laugh about some of our own oddities.
I'm a redhead. I don't got any soul. Oh, what's next? Wait, I suck the souls. That kind of spit them out because I got no freckles.
My friend Sarah, who I might add is also a, well, we'll not go into her diagnosis, but my friend Sarah lives on Death Wish coffee. I have heard good things.
Yeah, I've been meaning to try that one.
But I have a story about her, by the way, if y'all want to know, once again, how good of a person Johnny is. She was traveling out in LA some years ago with her sister.
Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of cars ahead of her were rubbernecking because he was on set for one of his films.
Yeah.
And it ended up causing like a horrible car crash. Like, it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in the middle of it. So apparently, he yells, "Cut!" and runs across and helps take Sarah and her sister out of their car. And brings them into their trailer. And he didn't really have anything, so apparently he signed some water guns.
Aw.
And very manically, "Do you need water? Do you need anything? Do you need water? I've got stuff."
Aw.
But meanwhile, Sarah being Sarah, although she was very grateful for him helping them out, was also kind of rocking back and forth in her own style, trying to will herself to not go out there and find the people that were doing the rubbernecking and keep herself from brutally killing them.
Oh.
But apparently he managed to do the impossible and keep her calm.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so she was very much on Johnny's side this entire case, but she didn't get involved with it.
That'd be a
Because,
perfect thing to get involved with. Just to say that story.
well, she's told other people. She's let people know on Facebook and that sort of thing. But, like, as far as, like, showing up there at the trial, because if she would have showed up, I'll just say it, she's a sociopath. She's a diagnosed sociopath
Oh boy.
who now has a very soft spot for Johnny for doing that.
Oh.
You don't want to know what could have happened if she would have been in the same room with that woman.
True.
Yeah.
So that's why she stayed away. With her lovely wife. I believe they're out in Oklahoma now. And her cat that she has named Monkey.
Monkey.
Monkey. And Monkey is a spazzo cat, apparently.
Oh.
He just kind of complete and utterly one of those cats that kind of jumps everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I, of course, would call that ADHD the cat.
Yeah.
I mean that with love, folks. I do actually mean that with love. And then there's my cat. That I look at him every day and I wonder, and I want to know who his dealer is. Because you can look at him in the window and his eyes is like, have you ever looked directly into the sun, man?
Oh gosh.
There's stuff going on, Mom. Like, you don't know. You don't know. You gotta look at the sun. It's freaky. It's okay, kitten. We're just jealous that we are not as zen as you are.
We're jealous we're not as high as you are.
All the time. All the time.
Can someone give me what the cat is doing? Because oh my god. That's some good shit.
Is that what catnip does? Because sure, why not?
Oh, you've been overdosing him on catnip. That explains it.
Oh, we got something from Cement Shoes here.
Oh boy.
I saw footage of a man who ran up on his son's killer in the courtroom. Roundhouse punched dude in the side of the throat, and it was awesome. Dude went literally head over heels like a circus acrobat. Oh, holy shit! Get that man on metal.
Yeah.
Damn. I'd like
Some
to
people
pull
be
that.
winning this shit.
If I could see somebody do that to one of these agape fuckers or one of those JRC workers, that would make my fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
That would make my year.
I would love to attach a car battery to these guys and shock the hell out of them.
When they twitch, do it again and say, you twitched your muscles.
Yeah.
There's a lot I'd like to do that I'd leave unsaid to those pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll attach them all to those electrodes. We'll put the agape instructors on there too.
Or stick or attach jumper cables to my 10 million volt stun gun I got.
Ooh.
See how they like that.
Sure.
Ooh. SB Chan. Use a car battery charger. 55 amps.
Oh boy.
Crime Network. Like, freaking dude. Oh, SB Chan, you're going old school.
What?
Needle under the fingernails? That's old school.
Ouch.
It's sad, but I was fascinated by Inquisition shit when I was a kid. Not because I agreed with it, but I get really interested in some weird shit and hyper-focused on it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like the boot clamps, and I study really weird things for reasons I don't even understand.
Or
gosh.
someone stick a pair of anguish in their mouths and twist it.
Ooh.
I've only seen one of those once, and that was at a garage sale. Someone actually was selling one of those. I couldn't believe it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But can I say this as somebody who's looked into weird torture devices as a kid? Why are we fixated? Oh my god, Benson and Johnny tried to buy the gun that Hitler shot himself with, and it's a piece of history.
Yeah.
Do you know how many American soldiers came home with Nazi memorabilia and guns and patches?
Yeah. I went to a gun show before the pandemic broke out, and there was a table full of Nazi stuff. Full of it. He had badges, he had medals, he even had the stormtrooper dagger that the stormtroopers carried.
It's a part of history, and just because we don't like it and it's a part of a dark part of history, that actually makes it more valuable, because if we forget what we are capable of, we'll do it again.
Yes. Definitely.
Wanting a piece of history, even if it's a dark piece of history, doesn't make you an evil person. It doesn't make you a Nazi any more than the soldiers coming home with the badges off the freaking uniforms of the Nazi people they killed were Nazis.
Yeah.
Like, God, what is wrong with these people?
Yeah.
I used to want my own Iron Maiden as a child.
If that's the only thing they took off the soldiers was the badges.
And the guns.
Coming out of Vietnam was disgusting.
I mean, my God, we've had people doing that throughout all of history.
Yeah.
Literally all of history.
Yeah.
But that means that he's this. That doesn't mean shit.
No. My dad is a Vietnam veteran, and one of his friends went psychotic and started cutting the ears off of the people he killed. And he brought that home. He brought a big old necklace of ears home. Talk about sick. Yeah, taking someone's gun or medals don't make you a sick person.
No, it doesn't. What these weapons do is and these memorabilia do, it teaches a lesson.
Yeah.
That way, when you have stuff like that you can present, and you have idiots like Eve Barlow who thinks to equivalate her getting called out on her bullshit as anti-Semitism, you can pull up items in front of her very eyes and
Yeah.
then say, how dare you?
Yeah.
I'm still pissed about that. I know I've ranted about it before, but when you equivalate people calling you out on your bullshit for defending someone who brutally abused a man, and you dare use the terms anti-Semitism and call us Nazis, when many of us have Jewish relatives who lost people in the Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
That just pisses me off to no end. Like, honey, my grandpa was part of one of the troops that helped liberate those camps. He couldn't even talk about it.
Yeah.
God, I hate that woman.
No, Eve is just broken.
And she's becoming more and more broken, or AH is taking care. At this point, I hope AH is the one typing this shit, because if she's not,
There's something seriously going on there.
Yeah.
this is not the same woman from 2019.
No.
One who was going from writing full sentences and being a semi-respected journalist, not that that means much these days, but semi-respected in her field, to literally being blackballed by everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gone from writing coherent sentences to writing nonsensical, misspelled garbage that it takes me about 5 minutes to translate in my head the few times I see it up.
Yeah, you would think she would use spell check or something.
Any of these journalists, holy shit, any of them, literally any of them, spell check exists. Okay, you want to write a freaking hit piece, whatever, you piece of garbage, do what you have to do, but for the love of God, could you at least spell correctly?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of can't take anything quite seriously if you can't spell and you don't even know how to use enough grammar that you would pass a high school English class. At least not back in my day, they wouldn't have. But anyways, yeah, I'm still not over the bad grammar.
Yeah, Sam.
Cement Jews. I grant Liber Dachau, and one of the family rule was never ask about it. Yeah, you see these people who actually fought in this thing and actually were there helping film and take the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And you see privileged, fuck it, I'll say it, a privileged little bitch like Eve who wants to equivalate a fart emoji with gas chambers. Who wants to call people who support men survivors to people who systematically killed. I'm sorry, Eve, get over yourself. More than just Jews. Disabled people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Bisexuals.
People.
Gays. Roma.
Yeah. Gays, lesbians, gypsies. By the end of the war, there was only, I believe they only found like 6 gypsies in the camps that were still alive.
Yeah, they went after Roma. They went after us.
Yep.
They experimented on our asses. The reason why we have the term Asperger's kids, everyone who's an autistic in this chat knows what I'm about to say. Every one of us who's autistic know what the name Asperger's means. He was a Nazi doctor. How he came up with his diagnosis of Asperger's that was named for him was on the experimentation on autistic kids.
That's messed up.
Hans Asperger, yep. That's where that term comes from. That's why the majority of us refuse to use it.
Yeah.
We hardly want to be called by the name of a psychopath who experimented and brutalized and killed us.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where it comes from.
Yep.
And it wasn't just autistic people those sick fucks got a hold of. It was ADHD, it was cerebral palsy, it was Down syndrome, it was all of us.
Yep. Yeah, and with probably a few people like me too, probably.
Catholics.
Well, spina bifida, probably.
Yep, anybody. Anyone who didn't fit the Aryan ideal, they would have killed my ass. I'm a loudmouth brunette woman.
The thing is, Hitler was not blonde-haired or blue-eyed.
No.
And he was born a Jew, so...
Half Jew.
Yeah. So...
Half ethnicity.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was the history nerd. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Well, his father beat him like a drum, so...
Yeah, most people to this day call us psychopaths, sociopaths. We don't have any feelings. We don't have any emotions, which Paul takes personal offense to. Because Mr. Paul back here, I'm sure you don't mind me talking about you.
No.
He has schizotypal disorder.
Which basically means I'm a functioning walking pocket calculator.
Now, him and his twin sister, they are the ones, it's not that they don't have emotions necessarily. It's just everything might as well be a math equation.
Fair.
They don't, it's not the same type of emotions that even us autistics have.
And we have really weird kind of twisted senses of humor.
We all have weird senses of humor, dear. This is why you get along with the rest of us.
I don't know. Buffalo keep mauling tourists in Yellowstone, and I think it's hilarious that the Buffalo are winning.
Yeah, it sounds like you.
Seriously, Jackson Bolt posted a picture of a tourist getting mauled by a buffalo. I was the first person to like that photo. It's like, yes, Buffalo 1, tourist 0.
Jimmy, you are cracking her up.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez.
You gotta have a twisted, dark sense of humor. Especially with all the shit all of us have to go through. And oh my God, any of us who worked in a call center. Even our friend Jonah, he's one of the most emotional human beings I've ever come across in my entire life. And even his sense of humor is completely fucked.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I have a dark sense of humor too. So.
The time that I was on the phone with a caller when they were hit by a car while crossing the street.
Good God.
Because what I heard was, well, sir, all I need is to verify your email address. And he goes, oh, yeah, it's explosively loud noise and the line goes down. So I get back a hold of him, and he's like, oh, my God, Paul, thank you so much for calling me back, my brother. You'll never believe what happened. I was crossing the street while I was on the phone with you, and I was run down by a fucking silver Prius.
God.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
Saved my laughter until I wasn't on the phone with him.
Which one of you had to speak with Seaman Stain?
I don't remember who that was.
I think it was Sarah.
I had to talk to Gabriella Pimpinella.
I still love it because I got to talk to literally Colonel Sanders. I work for USAA, and you have to call them by their call signs when you're talking to them on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Colonel Sanders.
My all-time favorite was Captain Steve.
Yeah, I know, Paul.
I was on the phone with him, and I was doing something on his account. And I said to him, dude, I'm sorry, and I hope this doesn't bug you, but I have to say, with your name and rank, you're a freaking superhero. And he goes, what do you mean? And I said in this exact tone of voice, Captain Speed. He lost it laughing. He goes, I never thought of it that way. I'm going to go home and tell my kids that.
That's the fun part of call centers. And then you get into sales where every day you want to shoot yourself. What does out of stock mean? But yeah, all of us got a warped sense of humor. We've had to work in that for any amount of years.
Yeah. Anyways, I gotta go. Thanks for having me on.
All right, guys, we got to go ahead and close out anyways. So I do want to thank everybody for coming to another open chat here at Spilling Tea. As always, we hope you have a good one. Good night, everybody.
all right. Good
Bye,
night.
everyone.
Bye-bye.